Welcome back, everybody. Y'all are here at These Tackle Box. I'm glad you're joining us today. We are going to be sitting down and chit-chatting about older lures for sure. We got a couple of bomber lures that we have in the tray here that we wanted to go over. But as well as the old lures, bomber has been around for a while. They got a lot of new crankbaits that a lot of people use for their tournament fishing or just to go out, bass fishing and different stuff like that. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and sit down and chit chat with you all about these lures. But I also want to include in this video a couple of mail calls that I got just to show you what kind of trades we do and things like that. And some of the stuff that we acquire for our collections comes from friends and people that we know that have lures that we are in exchange with. Some of them come from overseas, some of them come from right here around our area. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be at the end of the video. I'll go over these mail calls and y'all can see some of the stuff that we're bringing in and things like that. So I appreciate y'all sticking around, and if y'all haven't subscribed, please do so. We're like 50 people away from reaching 1,000 subscribers. And I know you guys got friends that are into the same hobby, so if you get a chance, spread the word. It helps us keep our channel going, and it also helps us contain all this information into somewhere where everybody can come back at any time and check out the videos and go over certain things. If you're looking for specific brands, we try to cover all of them. We'll go from one to the other, from week to week or month to month, whatever. So we don't always have a specific brand that we just throw out there all the time. We do love and collect Heddens, but we have a bunch of other lures: Rebels, Cotton Cordels. We have a bunch of Lure Jensen stuff. We have Storm lures. There's just tons of names out there that, the Fred Arbogast was one of the big time jitterbugs and hula poppers and stuff like that. There's just so many lures out there from the older days that we collect and that we continue to bring into our shop, just because we know that a lot of the people that we deal with don't have the time to run around and go find this stuff, but they're willing to pay you to bring them in and ship them to their place. So that's what we do. That's where we come in. If you guys see anything on here that I cover and you're interested in, let me know. We sell on eBay, we sell on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever. We have our collections, but we also have a bunch of inventory that we sell. So if y'all see anything on their videos that we're talking about and you're, hey, I want to add that to my collection, let me know. If it's not for sale, I'll let you know straight off the bat. But most of the stuff that we feature on here, at one point or the other, it's for sale. Anything else that you guys have questions of or comments or anything like that, let us know in the comments here, and we'll try to address it as soon as we can. We are going to cover bomber brands lures today, but we also have a very mixed variety in those tackle boxes or the packages that we got today. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back at it. We got some lures that we were going to talk to you guys about. We got, let me see where this box is at here. We had it somewhere around here. Wait a minute. Alright, here we are. So, we got some odd lighting here that I'm trying out to soften up that white light from the LEDs. But let's see real quick. Yeah, it still ain't gonna, it's just casting a little bit of a light issue there. Well, regardless, this is what we got for you guys. A bunch of bombers. And so we're not gonna go through every single one of them, but I do want to show y'all some of the stuff that they have and some of the older stuff that we've managed to, kind of like let hang around the shop in means of that we haven't listed them for sale or anything like that. So we just keep holding on to a couple of them, and just to show y'all a couple of the ones that we got here. Some of these, like this right here, is an old bomber water dog, and I don't know if you can tell, but these are made out of wood. The cups right there and the hangers inset like that, you can tell that they're made out of wood. Not just that, but also you see that screw right there, that's holding the lip together. So it's very different from the I don't think I have any plastic ones in here. I think most of our plastic stuff is gone. But the plastic ones, some of them still have See, like this one is plastic. They still have that cup hardware like that. So that's not necessarily the only way to tell. Another one of the things is that the screws on the back, on the wooden ones, they would have it screw right here. Let me see if I can show you all the difference between. Okay, here's one. I think we've talked about this particular lure before. This is your bomber. I can't remember the name of these models. They're like a back runner or something like that. But it's a reverse swimming model. You see the eye over here, but this is where you tie in. This is where it kind of leads the lure from. So if you notice on the plastic ones, and you can hear the difference, but the plastic ones, if you look right here at the very tail end of it, there's no screw on there. Right behind this hardware right here, there's no screw. There should be a let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Right here in this area, there's supposed to be a little screw. This is how you know these are plastic. See, this plastic one has no screw right there either. But the wooden ones, see right here, they have a screw that holds the lip right here together. It holds it in place. These plastic ones, I don't know how they put it through. Probably with the hardware itself. I'm not sure. Could be because of the positioning. You can see a little difference. These are higher than this one. But the wood ones always have that. Let me show you a couple more. Here's a couple more of the wooden lures. And even in the smaller size, they will still have that little screw on there. Right here. Right there at the very end. See? That's a flathead one right there. So I think the original ones were like that. On a flathead, I'm not sure. Yeah. For the most part, the original ones are straight flathead like that. And you can see all of the ones that we have that are made of wood, no matter what size they are, they all have that screw on the tail. See? That screw holds it in place. See? So that's how you're going to tell whether they're wood or plastic. And these are your bomber back running, different models. I think there's like a 500 and a 300 and so on. But those are the bomber lures that we have that are the wood ones. Now, on the older stuff, I think we've showed y'all a couple of the older bombers like that, the spin sticks and stuff like that, that are top water favorites for a lot of people. But Bomber also made this guy here. This guy is a top water lure, kind of like a popper, but also has a commotion propeller back here. So as you pull, it should make a little bit of a ruckus there. That's the larger size, and this is the smaller size. And it also comes with the bucktail and the spinner. And you can see the spinners, they're round, big round spinners. So that's pretty cool. I mean, there's the pointy ones that Heddon uses and a lot of other companies, but this one here, you can see those spinners are pretty generic. Let me see if I got some more. Most of them will come with, oh well, come on. This one was adapted, you can tell. Look, they put some weedless hooks on there. I don't know how good that would fish, but I'm willing to try it. This one here and this one here, all of these right here are still the same type. Let me see if I can get these guys out of this mess. These bucktails make for a big entanglement every time that we put them in a box. They catch every single one of the hooks on every other lure. So let me show y'all real quick. So all of them have that bucktail like that, I guess from the factory, and all the spinners are the same. The ones that don't are probably modified. They probably took everything off. They didn't want that on there. So these are all the way that I find them. I haven't altered any of them. So all of those are the top water popper style, but with a turbulent spinner there. We also have in the Bomber brand, this one, I think it's called a Bomber, I want to say Smiling Minnow or something like that, or Ripshad. I think it's a Ripshad. And so here you go. Has a propeller, but you can see this one has the sharp tips like that. Okay. And so although it's in bad shape, I think it's a good repaint candidate, and we can put that one back to work. Now in the form of minnows, we do have some interesting ones that Bomber made, and I love the way that these minnows look. So we have the Bomber, I believe this is a 15A, and that is in rainbow trout. That's a beauty of a lure there, by the way. And the rainbow trout ones are always a little bit tougher to find and to buy. And usually when I buy these, if I find them somewhere where somebody's selling a bunch of them, they always sell the trout ones for a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe it's the pattern that people pick up a lot or something. And then the next size, well, not the next size down, there might be another one in between, but this is another one. This one's small. And that's about, let me see, 3 inches, 3.5 inches. This other one, the trout one that I showed y'all, that's 4.5 inches. And then we got this little beady redhead one here, and that one is 2.5 inches. So we got 4.5, 3.5, 2.5. And then there's also this guy, the Bomber Mullet. Now I'm thinking this is going to be a saltwater lure. It does seem to have a knocker in there, but it's a really very quiet, solid kind of a thump, kind of like the one knockers that we used to hearing in the Rebel pop bars, the P70s and things like that. Okay, and then for those of y'all that love that, we have the flat sides. Bomber makes these flat A's, and you can see the color patterns. They look the same, but they're not. So that one has like a purple, reddish markings, and this one has the black. And you can see they're both flat A's in that fire tiger color. Really beautiful color, by the way. Bomber makes a really nice one when it comes to that. Now, getting away from the top water stuff and flat side crankbaits, we have the next larger bait in this box would be this guy here, along with his little partner here. And this is probably the smaller version, or the smallest one of these ones that I have here. This big old lure, I can't remember the name of these, man. I want to say it's like a Fat A or something like that, but I know Fat Albert was a brand or a name or a model or whatever for the Mans, or is it Mans or Rogers lures. But in the Bomber lures, we got this big fat chunky Model A looking like a swollen Model A. I'm not sure of the brand model. I mean, the brand is Bomber, but not the model. I can't remember. Now we also have, hold on really quick, gotta get these lights back on. Okay. Now we also have this guy here with this very interesting color. I don't know what the color is called, but or what the name of the color is, the paint pattern. But if you do, drop us a comment. It's got like a green hue and then orange and kind of like a perch stripe, so I'm not sure what it is. Then we have this little tiny wake bait, which is a Bomber. Man, this one has the letters so tiny on there. Shallow A. This is a Shallow A, and it's a nice reflective piece in there that'll definitely catch some of the angles there, I guess, when you're swimming this sucker around. This is perfect for right now because I see a bunch of bass and crappie and stuff laying down in the shallow areas around here. Now, when it comes to bombers, I think one of the better known or more common models that everybody uses are the Model A's, which I'm going to show y'all real quick. A couple of different varieties. There's some here's a couple of different ones. This one here Has a deeper diving lip in a pumpkin seed color. I want to say a 7A, I think. I'm gonna have to double check all this stuff. This one is a little bit smaller. See the profile picture? Let's see. It's a 2-inch body, 3-inch with the lip on this one, and I love that green crop. Then we have this Model A with the little heart-shaped bill there. Very different from this one with the long bill. See? We also have some tiny ones, smaller ones, like this one with the long lip, but in a small body, even smaller than this one that I showed you earlier. And if we keep on digging through here, we'll find more that will eventually be the same of the smaller size with the little heart-shaped lip. These are beautiful bombers, and they do great. I've fished crappie and bass both on these lures because they're shallow, especially right about now. I don't know about crappie on this, but I know I can catch some crappie on these smaller guys like this. So those are some of the bomber crankbaits that we got. And one other last model here that I have are these speed shad. Yeah, because the pinfish don't have the lip. But the speed shad, these guys here are pretty cool, man. And they wobble. They're nice for bass targeting. And so these guys here, I think we got like 2 other ones somewhere lost in this box, but you get the idea. These are the crankbaits, not the flat-sided, but older style. Probably what is it? 70s, 80s, 90s. Can't remember what years these span, but you guys can double check all that stuff and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind that. That's how we all learn. So till next time, check out the videos at the end of this video. There's a couple of mail calls. Y'all see some really cool stuff. Anything that y'all see in my videos that y'all might be interested in, let me know. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Like our video. It helps us keep the channel going. And like always, this is D signing off. Fish out. Till next time. So hey guys, let me show y'all real quick a mail call that we got where we received a box full of lure patches, companies, things like that, and we want to share with you guys exactly what we got in this box. It's really cool to look at, so give me a minute and I'll start pulling them out so y'all can take a look and see what we got here in this box. Now I do want to give my shout outs to Ken Vic. Ken, we appreciate the little trade we did here with you, and you providing some of the stuff that we like to collect for our place, and part of that is always the patches, the stickers, things like that, and we appreciate you coming through with that, man. I mean, this guy hooked us up with some cool stuff. Check this out. We got some stickers, we got some patches, and there's plenty more, so just give me a minute and you'll start to see more or less what we got here. Check that out. So on this one, the Mariner outboards, he sent us 1, 2, 3 brand new old stock patches that haven't been even used. So I mean, that's awesome to me. These because they're different, each one of them is different. A lot of these will go to our collection of patches, and a lot of you guys know we have tons of them, but I don't think we're ever going to be able to find enough to fill it up and call it done. So let's see what else he sent us here. On the Berkeley brand, we got a couple of patches here. Those are pretty cool. I don't think I have that one. I might have that one. This one here, oh, this is a nice addition to my Norman stuff. Go fishing with Bill Norman lures. This patch is a little bit different because it's smaller than the regular ones that I always see, and the ones that I always see, I had one here laying around here. I don't have it at the moment, but that's going to be a pretty cool addition. Strike King, of course. This one is not a rare patch, but it is nice and in good condition. I think I might have 2 of these already, so that one might be for sale. Even root outboards. I don't have that one. I love the shape of the oval ones like that. Oh, Hobie sunglasses, cool, man. This one is pretty cool. I don't have any of those. Specifically that brand, I don't have any at all. Berkeley graphite lightning rods. What is this? Mega bait. Oh man, this is pretty cool. I don't have one of these. I do have some of their lures, so this is gonna be a nice ad. Let's see what else he got. This here, Master. What is it? Master 7 ink. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Maybe soft lures, or if anybody knows before I find the info, let me know. That's pretty cool. I like the colors. We have Berkeley Trimax Trilene Pro. Nice. I don't have that one. I know I don't have that one. Rubbermaid. Well, I guess you could always put your lures and stuff in these trays, and some of them are made by them, so that fits the theme. Catch and release Trimax Berkeley Trilene. Yes. Awesome. Depth Talker. This I remember, but I don't know what it goes to. I'll have to look that one up. If you guys know, share us some info. We have Team Hydra Sports. This is a nice patch. Look at that. I could see that being a shoulder patch or something. Pretty cool. You need your spark plugs for your motors. We have split fire spark plugs patch. Pretty cool. I think I might have another one, but not like this one. This one's a nice one, the Bagley lure patch. It's a smaller patch than the ones that I've got. And another Pro Series team sponsor by Rubbermaid. Now, that's just the patches. Let me get into this box and show you what else he sent. Here you go. A couple of stickers. Scott USA. Powerlift. Hummingbird waterproof depth sounder. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is something I didn't have. A Burke's fishing lure sticker. This one I didn't have in this color. That's a nice round one. On the Zepco Fisherman bumper stickers. Split fire bumper sticker. Mud hole rod building and tackle crafting. And this one I actually picked up the other day, so I'm not being sponsored by anybody, but I do recommend, if you're in the state of Texas, we have to pay for the state parks entries. I know some of the other places don't. I always buy one, and I like to keep a park pass so that we can continue to go to any of the state parks in the state of Texas and not have to pay entrance fees. So we pay it all per year, and we get discounts on staying there and camping out, getting the shelters and stuff like that. So it's something worth looking into. If you don't have one of these and you reside in Texas, look into it. It's a nice family outing type of thing, and by any means, it's just type a couple of words on there and you'll see that the park pass for the state parks is pretty much worth it if you want to spend some time outdoors. I'm not being sponsored by them or anything like that by any means, but I do recommend it because it's such a good thing to do, especially when you have some time on the weekends or something you want to get away. Let's see what else he got. I got lures in here too. Let's see what we got here. He sent us a wood chug by Smithwick. There's a Smithwick lure. Let's see what else we got here in this one. We got two little crawfish. One is a Rebel Craw. And we got ourselves a little Bagley Biddy Craw. This is a nice one, look. I think this is a balsa bait. Real light. I think I might put that one to work. Pumpkin seed, I think, is the finish. Let's see what else we got. We got like 3 more bags in here. These guys, I don't know what they are, but they look like some nice sinkers. They look like Texas coastal area baits. Not sure. We have a what is this? Head and Dying Flutter. Yep, a Head and Dying Flutter. These are awesome top water lures. I love fishing with those. Let's see what else. I think I see another one in here. Nope, this is a oh nice, a wounded spook and frog. Awesome. That's gonna go back out to the pond and see what we can catch. A lot of these lures, I was wondering, like this one here, I don't know what it is, but it would be pretty awesome to put it out there and see what you could catch with it. It's got old hardware on there too, and it's a segmented lure. I'll have to look it up later. Let's see what else we got. Almost getting to the bottom of the box. This one is a Woods. That's an Arkansas lure, and look how pretty it is. That's gonna go straight to Malachi's collection of frog stuff. So is that wounded one. Kevin, thanks, man. That's an awesome piece right there. Looks brand new. This one here is a naturalized rainbow trout, I believe. It's not showing any code on the bottom of the box, but you can see the pattern. There you go. And it's a beautiful lure. Put that one in the end of a pole and see what it can do. We got also, let's see, 1, 2. This one I know is a big mud bug by Fred Arbogast. I don't know what size that is. Then we have some that are not cooperating. Here's a nighttime jitterbug, a solid black jitterbug. That would always get it done when the evening is down and starting to get nice and dark. I always go for one of those on the topwater stuff. This one here, I don't know if that's a Norman. It looks like a Norman. Definitely not a bandit, I don't think. If you know, let me know. I think we got one more and that's it. This one here is a bomber jerk, and it's a nice little lure that we can experiment with, see if we can make some videos of this Texas stuff that we've got and see how they work and see which ones work better. What do you think? Now anytime that we get packages from Japan, we're always excited because there's always some really cool stuff in here. Look at this. This is a wounded spook, and this guy, yep, headed wounded spook, and it's got that if I'm not mistaken, that's that KCH pattern. That's a pretty cool one. These right here are for my collection. Zell Roland Mystic Pop R's. I have a whole set of the different varieties of lures that were part of the Mystic finishes. This one here is pretty cool. I didn't have this one. What is this? A basser? Yep, it's one of the newer bassers. Oh, this is awesome. Then we got, oh, look at this sweetness. I think I have that one, but in a let me see, where did I see that one on here? I know I saw this one somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. That will be this one. So I have this one with the clear see-through red lip, and my buddy here sent me this one with the hard plastic. Let's just open it up and see what it looks like. Y'all gotta bear with me because I lost the stand for my camera, so I'm having to do this with one hand. What is this? This is nice. It's got a prismatic finish. Wow, that's nice. 05, so these are not that new. I thought they were like newer, but they're not. This is a I don't know, what is this, black something SP. I'm assuming the P is for the prismatic finish, and the black something scale. Or I'm not sure. We'll see, or something sparkle. I'm gonna have to check that code. Let's see what else we got. We got here This is interesting because it doesn't have any eyeballs. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. A bone. Man, that's nice. Okay. This one is the one that I was looking at because of the pattern. This is a sparrow. And it has the hard plastic red lip. Yep. Let's see what else we got. And this, I believe, is a rebel jumper. Maybe. Jumping minnow. Yep. This is beautiful. Look at that color. Orange belly like that. Savam custom. I don't have one of those. Rebel jumping minnow. Pearl black shiner minnow. What? No, perch. Nope, it's PRL. So, thank you so much. That is a wrap on this one. Bunch of cool lures. New in package. I mean, you can't beat that. And the trade was awesome. Sent them a bunch of cool stuff from our side. I'm sure they're going to be happy. We're happy. So, that's another trade. Let me show y'all one more here. I think this is the one that I was looking for earlier. Is this the sparrow? Nope, this is another, what is it, chipmunk? I don't know what this one is. This one's from 97. Well, we got quite a bit of a stash there. Hopefully we can put these good guys to work. I know I had another one. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one that I was looking for. The sparrow. See-through sparrow? See? That's the sparrow. Yep. These two right here. Yeah, that's the pattern. See that? This is so cool. Let me see. This one is from 1997. And this one, 2005. Pretty cool, man. That's a big difference in age right there. Let's see this one. 2005. Not bad. And this one doesn't, yeah, 2005. So there's a bunch of cool lures that we've gotten from Japan friends and collectors over there. June, appreciate your help with this trade. Mr. Hamada has helped us add some cool lures before, and appreciate all the work you do for the hidden items and all the history put into the books that you put together. We appreciate your help. Thank you so much, my buddy. Look forward to the next trade.